There is a fun event this weekend that allows you to go searching for white squirrels. Andy Waterman is Communications Director with ILLINOISouth Tourism, and we're talking about Olney Arts Council's Fall Festival, which is taking place this weekend. Olney or Olney? Because I said it both ways.
I've heard it both ways too.
So I'm okay if I say Olney.
Yeah, I think so. I said Olney, but I've heard it both ways.
Okay.
I could check next time I'm there.
Tomatoes, tomatoes, potatoes, potatoes.
Yeah, it's not like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't think it's like too frowned upon,
Okay.
but I'll check.
All right, good to know. So what is going on, and what is the history behind the white squirrels? Do they breed them?
They don't breed them, but so first of all, I love Olney, and if this is like the perfect time of year to go to Olney, because I mean fall is, they've got wonderful outdoors areas, and if you go to Miller Grove Park there, that's where you can spot the most white squirrel.
Miller Grove Park.
Miller Grove Park.
Okay.
It's right on East Fork Lake. And right there is the Robert Ridgway Bird Sanctuary, where you can walk along a path, and it's just you should go check out our YouTube page. I did a video on it, and it is phenomenal. I mean, the colors, the nature is just beautiful, and you can see white squirrels just running around out there, and that's kind of what they've been known for. It's their mascot. It's on the white squirrel logos on their police cars. I mean,
It's too funny.
I know, it's everywhere.
Is it
and that's
also
what they're known
the
for.
high school mascot?
No, it is not.
Okay.
They are the Tigers.
The Tigers.
Yes.
Okay. So what can we expect at this fall festival?
So you can expect a little bit of everything, and then in terms of the Walldogs themselves, if you will. So have you ever heard of the Walldog Mural event, where they go to different towns? It's like literally dozens of artists and painters that come to basically take over a town for an extended period of time, and they paint all of these murals. Well, it was supposed to happen in Olney last year, but you know what happened.
We all know what happened.
Exactly. So this year they're doing it kind of in spurts, and they're doing it like a weekend at a time, and not in just one fell swoop. And so that is what's happening. One of the things that's happening this weekend with the Olney Arts Council.
So how many murals are we talking about?
I believe at 10, at least 10. And what they're going to do is they're going to have, eventually they're going to have a walking trail created with a pamphlet, so you can kind of go around and check out all these murals and check them out. Yeah, it's really cool.
That's awesome. And of course, you can't have a festival unless you have something to eat and, I don't know, maybe some vendors. What else is happening?
So, in terms of the Fall Festival, it celebrates the arts. There's a children's mural painting will be taking place there. Just a little bit of everything.
So it really is about the arts.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, are any of the murals going to be of white squirrels?
If you take a peek at some of the murals, there will be white squirrels in them.
Hidden. Are they hidden?
So
kind of like Where's Waldo?
Kind of. So if you look around, there's already murals in Olney, by the way, and they're beautiful. But if you take a look at some of them, you'll see the white squirrels kind of put here and there, just nonchalantly, in each mural. So yeah, you can check them out.
Back to the white squirrel.
Yes.
Okay, because I've never seen a white squirrel. Olney seems to be the only place in the world that has them. If I go to Racklin Paint and Decorating Center in Olney, right there on Main Street, am I going to find that they're out of white paint?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So they're not painting these squirrels.
Oh, no, absolutely not. No.
I didn't know.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I didn't either.
Okay.
I thought,
Dipping the squirrels in paint and letting them loose.
I can tell you that I have seen them personally. And
cans of spray paint.
I'm assuming, we're calling them a white squirrel. It's an albino squirrel.
They
if
are.
you really are going to dig into it.
Correct. Yep.
And the DNA, when they mate and pass on their DNA, they pass on white DNA.
I believe so.
White squirrel.
Yeah.
So there's a continuous population.
Yes, and actually the population, they actually have a white squirrel count every October, so that's coming up later this fall. And they actually have people spread out across town, and they count the white squirrels to make sure the population is as steady as it possibly can be.
Have you ever seen a white squirrel?
Oh, of course, yes. Several of them at Miller Grove Park. You should go onto our YouTube and watch it. And watch the video that I took.
These things are pretty wild.
I know. They're great.
white squirrels anywhere else in the country that you know of?
There are in different places, but none of them are, I don't think any community celebrates it like Olney does.
I typed in white squirrels and Google finished with Olney, Illinois.
There you go.
Wow, that is
That's what they're known for.
pretty darn cool. And how big is Olney?
It's population-wise, it's no more than 10,000.
And it
Right
takes
around
us
there.
about how long to get there?
From downtown St. Louis, you're looking right around 2 hours, maybe a little more, but not much.
So that's an easy little drive.
And it's great because it's right. It's a scenic drive too. You can take 50. Once you get into Illinois, you take Route 50, and you can make a kind of a day trip out of it, and stop at these little towns in Salem and O'Fallon and Lebanon, and just kind of do some shopping, eating, and all that stuff on your way to Olney. It's great.
That's a great little road trip. And you guys, I'm assuming, still have the road trips on your website, ILLINOISouth.org?
We do, absolutely. So if you go to ILLINOISouth.org, we do have a few road trip itineraries up there. We've talked about them a few weeks ago already on the show. So we've got one up there for couples and one for family and guys trips and girls trips. So yeah, those are up there, and Olney is a part of them. I believe actually Olney is a part of the family trip where you can go and pick up some coffee from Ophelia's Cup and some breakfast in there in Olney, and then you can take a look at the white squirrels. But this mural painting event is really cool. If you want to follow along, go to Facebook and type in Mad Dog 2020, Olney International Mural Event, and they are...
Mad Dog 2020? Isn't that a drink?
It is, and that's what they titled it last year.
Okay.
It is. So it's also a play on words, if you will. So now it's Mad Dog 2020 +1, but if you go, they will be updating it on their Facebook, and matter of fact, I think they just posted a picture about an hour ago. It looks like their tiger mural is in, they've got the blue eyes painted on it already. So.
A couple people weighing in. My son lives behind Gravelly Bluffs, all kinds of white squirrels. I used to see a white squirrel in the backyard for several years, Baldwin, close to Baxter in Manchester, and then somebody else. There are white squirrels at the Crescent Hotel, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, legend has it, because of Dr. Baker's experimenting. I did not see one when I was at the Crescent Hotel, but I did love that place. Albino squirrels exist near Eureka, Missouri, too.
Huh.
Is there
I live just south of the Gravelly Bluffs, and I've never seen them.
Right.
Is there a fine if you hit a white squirrel in Olney?
That I'm not so sure.
Is there a fine if you set up a bird feeder that has one of those have you ever seen those bird feeders that will swing the squirrel around and
yeah.
fling them off?
All questions I don't know the answer to.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll take a short break and then we'll come back, because this is not the only event going on in the Illinois South Territory. I mean, I know that it's pumpkin picking time this weekend at Eckert's, and we've got a long list of other things that you can do now that it is fall. So, Andy, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll come back with more ideas on how to kick fall into high gear. We are with Andy Waterman, Communications Director with our friends at Illinois South Tourism. And not only is the big Olney Arts Council Fall Festival this weekend, but I mean just a plethora of other events as we kind of kick off fall.
I'm looking at 27
Holy
right here.
cow!
on my
Let's run
sheets.
through some of those.
So if you're a racing fan, one of the biggest ones is the NHRA Midwest Nationals at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Yes.
That kicks off the 24th, goes through the 26th. If you're a big fan of the NHRA, you're going to want to go to that because it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So that is this weekend. The Kaskaskia Cahokia Trail Road Rally that we have chatted
yeah.
about on here before, that is also this weekend. The 4th annual Wine and Ale with Abe Street Fest in Vandalia is also this weekend. If you're a big fan of the arts, on top of Olney going on this weekend, you have the Albion Paint Out and the Fairfield Paint Out. Those are in our eastern region, so in Wayne County and Edwards County. They literally sit right next to each other, so you can go experience those as well. And then, as you mentioned, today is the first official day of
Fall, and it feels like it.
Yes, it does. And so you've got your apple orchards, your pumpkin picking in full effect. And next week, we're going to chat all about the apples and the pumpkin picking, because our area is huge on agritourism, so that's what I'm going to focus on next week. But places like Eckert's, obviously rocking and rolling this time of year. Then you have Schoenbeck Ranch down in Randolph County, and Country Kids Pumpkin Patch ready to rock and roll in Hoyleton. So we've got, I'll mention a lot of that next week on our segment, but those are some places that you can go now. They're open and ready to
pick.
To pick, yes,
And
ready to
peruse.
pick. Yes.
And if you can't wait until Andy joins us again next week, you can learn about all of it at ILLINOISouth.org. Andy, always so much fun to have you and to learn what's going on in Illinois South area.
Thanks for having me. Make sure to get out to Olney for their Walldogs and their OAC Fall Festival event.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Thank you.